Hello and welcome to the next Minecraft video, and this time we're going to be starting in the TARDIS, which is technically a transport system. It can take you to different locations, but of course there's a lot to see in here anyway. It's got the time rotor in the middle as the console. These are the maps of the different places you can go. So of course that's where we were, just in the bottom corner there, in the exterior. The cable car system runs along there. You've got the amusement park, which it does take you to, which I think is where we're going to go actually using it. And it does go to the Stranger Things forest, which is going to be in the pop culture video. You can also change the time of day as well. These are supposed to be like creatures that we've captured. Yeah, it's not an official one. If you've seen the show, you'll probably tell that it is my own design. It's kind of a mixture of all of them, to be honest. That's the tree, so that's supposed to be like the monitor. And if you're in the forest, the exterior's chameleon circuit is supposed to look like a tree. This is the balcony up here, and you can go into the corridor, where there's just like a sitting room with a record player and a fish tank. Got some creatures in there, double bed, furnace. And the second corridor even has a secondary console room. I don't really spend time in here. You can't like use the controls in this. It's just kind of here for whatever. But it looks okay. So you can actually fly it as well. So let's just pretend that we're actually flying to the location. But you can crash land it as well, so you get an explosion. And the cloister bell's going off as well. And even under the console, I've left all the redstone exposed as well, so you can sort of see how everything works, really. And we're going to go to the theme park, because it's probably the closest to the railway. This is the only one where the exterior doesn't really make sense. So if you're in the forest, the exterior is a tree. If you're at the mansion on the terrace, it's a shed. Here it's a piano, which is a reference to an episode. It's not completely random, but I'm not really sure how it fits into the theme park. And we can leave because we're not at the amusement park yet. Of course we will be eventually. But we can get the railway from, I think this is probably the closest station. So of course we're back to this side of the cable car, next to the Minecraft experience, which if you've seen one of the previous videos, we went in there. And this is the railway, which we're going to do a full circuit of, just like the monorail. It's not as long as the monorail though, this one. And that was a full circuit of the railway. Now we're going to go to the airport, which, well, it's not an actual functioning airport, but it does have planes made of flying machines that you can fly. It's just supposed to be scenic tours, really. It's not like a transport system in a way, but I'm still going to fit it into this category. I mean, you will notice the build is based on Stampy's, but I really like that build. It just feels realistic, like an airport, especially like because it's here. We can drop our belongings in this cart, which will send it directly to the loading area. We don't need to drop anything through there, that's just the metal detector. But because we've dropped all the belongings in the other bit, because we've dropped all of our bigger belongings, like suitcases and things, so... well, the minecart anyway. This is the shop. Where you can get water and books, cake. This, I also really like the room in here that Stampy designed, because it just feels like it's big, open room. The roof structure's realistic as well. It just feels like an actual airport. And then we've got the aerial sightseeing tours, which that's what it means. So what I've done with this, I've added some flying machines. You can actually fly. We're only going to take one because they all pretty much go to the... You can see the same views off all of them. We're going to pick up the luggage first, though. And I think this one might be the best one. East. Yeah, so it's just got the different compass points that you can go. So like the you can go towards the Ferris wheel, or which is south or north that way. But I think east you kind of get to take in because it's in between the two. There's not a west one because that's just the tower, and it'd just take you over Statue Park basically, whereas the other ones take you over the town centre. And that is the plane ride. You might have noticed the other towers, so if you notice the towers across the world, that's just the point where the planes turn around. Now we're going to do the final transport system in this world, which is the the subway, which takes us through the amusement park and towards the cliff lift, which actually takes you to the top of that weird looking mountain, because there's a section of it I managed to do rock work around with commands. So it's actually a pretty nice little thing, and it'll just take you to the top of there. So we're going to go to that now. And here it is, the subway. And this is just a shuttle that takes you to the right of the edge of this map. And that is the end of a long journey that takes you to the cliff top lift, which is right here. And you've got, just the way that this works in the game, you've got to take a boat. Because otherwise you'll just clip through the floor of the lift and then you'll get stuck. And that is the top of the lift. And you come over this bridge, you should get a nice view down there where we've just come from. And this is basically the terrain, and I just sort of make use of the terrain because, well, I can't fix this, that it's combined with another world, so it's just a way you can get to this top bit really, and you can just walk around and see this undeveloped terrain that maybe I would have used if I'd done it now, but I didn't at the time. And well, that's going to be the end of this video because I'm not going to call the lift all the way up, because if you want to get, because it automatically goes down, if you want to get the lift again, you've got to call it back up. So I'm just going to end the video here, and the next one is going to be probably the retail category with the shops around the world.